Susie, this one's for you. And for anybody else who's interested in having a bespoke bike basket made for their dog. Now, I was very lucky. I found a blacksmith in Exeter called Hot Stuff. His name's John, and he was amazing. He just came up with this design for us. The first thing I had to do was to find a bag. And if I come closer here, you'll be able to see I got this bag from the range. But you can buy them anywhere. This is just a canvas bag, and it has a zip, which I haven't bothered removing, and shoulder straps, which I cut off. And the key is to find the bag that your dog fits into comfortably. And I took the bag and the bike and Joe to John, the blacksmith, and said, how can we make this work? And he was amazing. He came up with this design, which is really simple. The bag is suspended around a loop, a metal loop. It's made of the same metal work as this. And the loop goes all the way around, and we knew that the bag would fit inside and large enough to come over the edge so that I could just stitch all the way around really, really well so that it never slips through. And then all I did was add a little bit of padding here, which is actually a little bit of pipe insulation, you know, the foamy stuff. So I added that on there, and then I just put a little bit of fleece over the top so it's warm and soft. So I don't look too closely at my stitching there. It's pretty crude. So the bag itself is actually just suspended. It's floppy. And when I'm travelling, I've got the bike in the car. You know, I lift it up like that, so that I can see out the back window really easily. So that's all it is, really. And so that's the loop. And then he's joined it with these two metal bars that come around here. And it just goes round the back and back up the other side. And that just sits. It's not attached with a bracket or anything. It just sits on the seat post quite nicely. And he's put a little bit of padding in there so it doesn't scratch anything. And it feels really secure and firm. And then at the front, he's done a similar thing with just one single bar, comes down here, and then he has attached that with a bracket and a wing nut. So it's really easy to just take off. And again, he's put padding around there so it doesn't scratch the metalwork on the bike. So if I give you a view from above, it's really simple and easy. And it doesn't interfere with your cycling. I had another basket, but I found I had to kind of cycle like John Wayne, you know, with my knees out, because there was too much bulk close up here. So this works really well because it's still really narrow, but it fits Joe really comfortably. The bag kind of moulds to him. And I stuffed the bag with his coat and some other things, and his swimming jacket actually, which is quite firm foam, and that gives him a nice flat base so that when he's in it, his back legs in the sitting position have something to really sit and they're not squashed weirdly. And it raises him up just that little bit more. But I find he can't really jump out of this bag as he could do if he wanted to, with a basket with a firm base. You just can't get the purchase in the spring, so actually it works really well as a safety feature. The only thing that I would say, when you have a basket like this in front of you, whatever it is, you can't then step down when you come to a stop and put your feet on the ground. You know, you can't step forward off the seat and stand holding the handlebars in the same way as you would if the basket wasn't there. So you have to make sure that you can touch the floor when you're sitting on the seat. And that's worked fine for us. I've only come off once, which was a very slow and very embarrassing sort of soft landing from a standstill when we were on very soft, soggy grass. And we slowly toppled to the ground. But on the whole, I'd say this has been an amazing basket that fits this bike. This is a large frame, but any blacksmith with a little bit of design capability could come up with something like this to fit your dog. You may not need such a big bag if he's a much smaller dog. So, yeah, there we go. It's great.